Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace, love, and greetings, family. Once again, I bring you another episode of Build or Destroy. I am your host, Born Allah L, and this is where we break away the rumors from the real, the facts from the fiction, the what is from the what it ain't. Because you know, if you let a lie live long enough, it becomes the truth. So once again, family, back on the block, bringing that viable information to y'all. Let's start off by finding out, I hope everybody is healthy, wealthy, and wise, and that we're broadcasting to you in good health. Yeah, we out here in the battlefield, but nothing has changed. We're going to keep it moving and bringing you wisdom, preceded by knowledge, and followed by understanding. So once again, we accept all donations. You could cash at me at $777 capital BORN. That's $777 capital BORN. Because we got to keep the engine going, we need to fill it with super unleaded, high octane, so I could drop bombs and jewels on y'all. And please, 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 hit that like button. Let me know the information that you're receiving is viable and the content is valuable. Also, keep your ear to the street by subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you're abreast to all the new information that is being brought over my channel. Before we get into subject matter, I would like to thank those who actually work every day risking their lives through the pandemic to give us some sorts of normalcy. The garbage man, you know what I'm saying? The medical professionals and teachers aides as well, to try to bring some type of normality to society to keep the civilized families moving forward on the planet Earth. Gotta get into content matter right now. I was watching the RAE vs. Ghost versus. Took me to another level. I miss stuff like that. Just in that short period of time, over the last maybe 15 years, got a chance to see how hip-hop has changed. How other cultures have tried to infiltrate hip-hop. Not for the betterment of the culture, but for the betterment of that particular group or political landscape moving into it. Trying to morph hip-hop into something else that we don't recognize. Especially us, the old school or per se old school hip-hop heads. I was so excited and energized to see where the music used to be as opposed to where it is now. RAE and Ghost, I salute you, man. The guards is in the building. Salute to arm, leg, arm, head, 5% nation, who's still holding on to knowledge, wisdom, understanding to solidify the culture. Because when I look around at other videos and artists, I see Lil Nas X. Deplorable. Demonic. Not of the culture. Why do we allow people like that to infiltrate and change the dynamic and paradigm of the culture? I really don't want to have or say anything disparaging to gays, transgenders, or people of that nature. But that's not a part of the culture. Why doesn't the streets predict the culture in hip hop anymore? I don't really like the way it's going. I miss the dress codes and everything that solidified hip hop. Why do I go buy a pair of jeans and they have stretch material in them? I don't desire to wear my jeans so tight that they have to be stretch material. That's not hip hop. That's not street. But see, when you see RAE and Ghost, that's the only thing that you can parallel to what's going on right now. Because what they're doing is real, is original, is definitely a part of the culture. Okay? The other stuff, I don't know what that's about. Really, I don't. And I want the guardians of the culture or the guardians of the galaxy to come in and regulate. Nas, why do you let this guy run with your name? I don't know his government, but if Nas or the 3 letters that spell Nas is not in his name or a derivative of his name, I would shut him down. I would not allow him to run with my moniker. Nas, a strong name, but this individual doesn't embody it. Is it wrong to say that we need to regulate and protect those that just come in the culture and are really not of the culture or are steering the culture a different way? It's getting to be a sad day, but I was so glorified that I even went out and wore my Wallies the next day. Ghost had on some red Wallies. I have red Wallies. Man, I broke them out the box like, I'm throwing these on, kid. I feel good. They bringing it back. You know what I'm saying? They bringing it back. The real. So the state of the culture is very concerning to me when it concerns our music, and it's particularly hip hop. So, you know, on this platform, what we do is bring all type of information, the whole gambit, sports, literature, politics, culture, spirituality. It's what we do right here on Build or Destroy. And we nation build, because it's all about each one, teach one, say the children. I need to bring something abreast to y'all, family. Don't know if you know. We as a Nubian nation have been looking for reparations of some sort, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. John Conyers proposed a bill named HR40 to give descendants of slaves in North America, African Americans, reparations. How many of y'all know about HR40? Please write that down and Google it. HR40. Why weren't we abreast of this? Or if we were abreast of this, why didn't we hold accountable those running for political platforms to HR40? Did any of you that voted for Kamala Harris and Joe Biden on their platform even find out what they... No. All you had to do was hear that her favorite artist was Tupac Shakur. And you still didn't ask her what was her favorite Tupac song. HR40 is a bill sponsored by, let me give you the name. HR40 is a bill sponsored by Sheila Jackson Lee in January 3rd, 2019. John Conyers, representative of the U.S. government for the state of Michigan, proposed this bill. This bill is basically a platform for the Nubian nation to understand that we were inflicted through the crimes of humanity through institutional slavery. Through institutional slavery. So once again, this bill was on the table for at least 2 years now. 2 years. Let's get on top of these things. Let's call our local politician. Let's call our government officials to find out where we are in the process of this so that we can fuel the engine, so that we can stay motivated and get all the information that we need based on this. So please, families, understand, stay abreast of what is going on. Don't be diverted by these little things on social media that are here to designed to distract you. Okay, so HR40 is a very important issue that we need to look into. So Google HR40. I heard the other day that Wendy Williams was saying that Bobby Smurda needs to be careful and he won't make it with the parole stipulations that he has now. Wendy Williams, one thing I'll tell you, do not estimate these young guys. Some of them are wise beyond their years. And Bobby Smurda, I pray that he makes all the right decisions here moving forward. But Bobby Smurda seems to be a different animal. The way he stood up for the penalties that he was accused for, and the way he held his man down, that is a rarity alone within itself. Bobby Smurda, these guys nowadays, they have the technology to be more advanced in their situations than we ever were. He can drop an album from home. He could do a live show from home where people are paying to watch him stream it out. He can figure this out. He doesn't have to be running in the streets like we used to do in the 90s and all of that, and you had to be out there. He can figure it out. This is chess, not checkers. But as long as he knows that it seems to be a setup, he'll be all right. He will be able to maneuver around that, right? So peace and respect. Salute Bobby Smurda. You got a lot on your shoulders, brother, but you can do this. And you can show and prove to your generation how to do this. Just like LeBron, man. One thing, I'm not a big LeBron fan, but he showed them brothers how to do this and how to get this money and how to tell the slave master, fall back, give me this bag. Okay? So family, stay in step, stay in tune, right? Press that like button, press the notification.